Mike here from PlayWhatYouWant.com, bringing you the first of a series of 5 free online piano lessons introducing you to playing chord progressions and chord changes on your keyboard. This is the first lesson, and this will cover playing major and minor triads. So let's begin. If you look at my screen, I not only have a video feed of myself, I have a PDF of exactly how to make major and minor triads, and below that, a MIDI keyboard that shows exactly what notes I'm playing by highlighting them in red. It also says the note names above the notes themselves. So now let's start with trying to figure out how to play a C major triad. Now if we're trying to figure out a C major triad, we're going to start with C. C is the root of that chord. So if we start on middle C, to make a C major triad, all we have to do is count up 4 half steps. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then that gives us our third. C is 1, 1, 2, 3. There's the third of our chord. Now to find the next note, we count up 3 half steps. 1, 2, 3, which brings us to G, which is our fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A triad, a C major triad, is going to be made up of the 1, the 3, and the 5 chord. Triad is a word that just means a chord with 3 notes in it. And for a major triad, it's always going to consist of the 1, the 3, and the 5 of the chord that you're playing. Now let's apply this to a different chord. Let's say we're trying to find G. Here's G. We go up 4 half steps, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we go up 3 half steps, 1, 2, 3, giving us a G, B, and D are 1, 3, and 5. 1, 3, 5, G, B, D. One more time, let's apply this to E flat. If we start on E flat, a black note, we can go up 4 half steps, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then another 3. 1, 2, 3. This gives us E flat, G, and B flat. 1, 3, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's our E flat major triad. Now, if you want to figure out how to make a minor triad, all you have to do is take your major triad, we'll go back to C, find the third, 1, 2, 3, and lower that third by a half step. So E becomes E flat. Play that new chord, and you have a C minor triad. Same thing with any other chord you want to figure out. And you can apply this to any of the 12 different notes on your piano. So let's go to D. There's D. We'll go up 1, 2, 3, 4, F sharp, and then 3. 1, 2, 3 is going to be A. D, F sharp, A. There's our D major triad. Find the third. 1, 2, 3. Lower that a half step to F, and we have D minor. Now let's say you want to make this chord sound more full, make it more rich. Here's what you do. Let's go back to C. Take your left hand and play the C immediately below the C that you're playing with your right hand, and play another C below that. This is going to be playing octave Cs in your left hand. Now when you play octave Cs in your left hand, it just is played at the same time that you're playing your right hand C major triad, and you get a really nice, rich sounding C major triad, C major sound, if you will, that you can apply to pop songs, rock songs, country songs, gospel songs, any type of song, popular music that you like to listen to and want to play. If you see a C major chord in one of those songs, you can play this, and it's going to sound fine, and people will be able to sing along with that. Now, if we wanted to apply this to a song, and major triads form the basis of pretty much every song you're ever going to work on. Whether it's major or minor, this is what forms the foundation of all the other chords in music. They're all built off of major and minor triads. So what I want to do is apply this, and we're going to apply it here to the song Freebird, the most requested song in bars when you go hear a band play. Freebird is entirely composed of major and minor triads. So using what you've already learned here, you will now be able to play Freebird. So let's look at the first chord. If I move my cursor over here, over the first chord, we're looking at G. Now this is a lead sheet, so what you have is a line of notes, which is going to dictate what the melody is, and then you have the chords above it. I'm not worried about the line of notes. I don't mind if you don't read it. It doesn't matter. That's not what we're trying to learn right now. We're looking at the chord changes, so right now where the cursor is. That's pointing at G. That means a G major triad. To play G major, all we have to do is play G, up 4 half steps, up 3 half steps, and there's our G major triad. Add our octaves in our left hand, and we're set. Now, if you wanted to play Freebird, there has to be a tempo. There has to be some kind of time that people can sing along with. So if you want to be able to play time on your keyboard, use simple rhythmic patterns, such as this. If we're playing at the tempo 1, 2, 3, 4, you can play this as a rhythmic pattern over that tempo, and anyone's going to be able to sing along with that chord because they know exactly where the time is. And there's an unlimited number of possibilities for rhythmic patterns. You can do what I was just doing, make it a little more complicated. There's, like I said, unlimited possibilities that you can create that you might be able to discover from listening to other music, listening from other pianists, that you'll be able to find this and grow on your own organically as you figure out different rhythmic patterns. So now let's apply this to Freebird. We've already found our first chord. Our second chord in measure 2 is E little m, which is going to stand for E minor. Let's find what E major would be first. Start on E, count up 1, 2, 3, 4, count up 3, 1, 2, 3. There's E major. Find the third and lower it a half step. Now we have E, G, and B, which is our E minor triad. Put those over the octaves, and there's our E minor chord. Now what I'm going to do is apply that same thing to all the other chords in the tune, which is just G, E minor, F, C, and D. Repeat. And I'm going to play those chords using the voicings that I've just shown you and using a simple rhythmic pattern that you're going to be able to sing along with or that someone else will be able to sing along with. In this instance, I'm going to sing along with it. I'm not a singer, so pardon my intonation, but at least it'll give you an example for how you're going to be able to play a real song, how you're going to be able to play a popular song right now after this lesson. So here's Freebird, starting with our first chord, G. If I leave here tomorrow, would you still remember me? For I must be a traveler now, 'cause there's too many places I've got to see. But if I stayed here with you, girl, things just couldn't be the same. 'Cause I'm as free as a bird now, and this bird you cannot change, and so on. Now I'm playing simple chords, simple voicings, and if I'm not doing the pattern, I might be doing what's called arpeggios. That's taking the triad and separating out the notes. So you could play arpeggios just over that 3-note triad, going up and down, or you can extend it. 1, 2, 3, or 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5. And all of these are just D major triads. And it sounds really nice. It's really simple, and it's really nice effect being able to play those arpeggios. Combined with basic chords and rhythmic patterns, you now have the tools to play a good number of pop songs. So now if you enjoyed this video, please check out my website, which is playwhatyouwant.com, where I'm offering one-on-one private piano lessons live over the internet. These pre-recorded lesson series that you found online, that you found on YouTube are okay, but they're aimed at educating a large audience in a general way. There's no interaction, you can't ask questions, and there's no one there who really cares about your development. If you're interested in private lessons, I'll even give you the first lesson free with absolutely no obligations. Just check out my website at www.playwhatyouwant.com, because there's absolutely no reason why you can't play what you want today. Thanks for watching.